New explanations. Copyright 2000 by Michael Davis. Introduction. This book contains translations from actual regression notes of Michael Davis' communications with extraterrestrial beings. Before reading, ask yourself the following question. Have you ever witnessed a dog jumping into a swimming pool or a kitten playing with a ball of string and thought it was funny? Often when you relate to others what you saw and tell them how funny it was, they don't get the same humor out of it because they weren't there to witness it themselves. This is much like a person who has experiences with otherworldly beings when trying to explain the event to others. This situation goes even further, as many times a person witnesses a crime and when they report it nobody wants to listen because without proof it's simply hearsay evidence which basically proves nothing. Many extraterrestrial sightings go unreported because many are afraid of the ridicule they'll get by such reports. Without tangible evidence, most won't even listen to you because your claim is unsubstantiated. Most eyewitness accounts of sightings and contacts go unreported because people are afraid of being labeled delusional or schizophrenic. While reading these translated notes, keep in mind, just because something didn't happen to you doesn't mean it didn't happen. The following is a translated regression. It was spring of 1983 on a rural farm setting in West Petaluma, California. I was in my bed with my wife. Our daughter was in her bed in her room. Our cottage was located in the middle of a field and surrounded with Monterey pines and a walnut tree. It was approximately 3:30 a.m. when I was awakened. I was wakened to a strange sound. Why am I hearing chants? I'm dreaming and it's in my dream. No, it's not a dream. What the hell is that? Eyes open. What in the hell are those lights swirling around our room? I try to wake Susie. Susie, get up. How could she be snoring through this? I shake her a bit. Susie, you need to wake up, I'm serious, get up. She doesn't move. What the F? Get up. The cat's asleep. Why is the cat sleeping through this? Now hopping out of bed in boxers, then heading into living room, then looking in wall mirror tiles. Where are these lights coming from? I'll wake Nicole. Nicole is our daughter. Nicole, get up. Nicole, you need to see this. I'm now looking out Nicole's bedroom window at lights through trees. How is everybody sleeping through this crap? Heading back to living room window and looking out. Damn it. I can't see through the damn pine trees. Where are those lights and noises coming from? I'm now heading towards the front door. I slid back 2 slide bolts, then opened the door, then look out at the field which looks on fire. The field's on fire, I need to see this. I walk down steps, then through the gate to the field. I turn right and see a giant glowing orange ball next to the walnut tree. I yell, what the F? Oh my God, Ron, get up, it's that thing from the mountains, get up. 3 beings appear in front of the glowing ball. This doesn't make any sense. Oh crap, I need to go back into the house. I can't move my feet. I can't move my head. I left the front door opened. They're killing me. I pass out with my knees giving out, and the last thing I remember was stopping before hitting the ground. I'm now in a brightly lit white room. Where am I? Who are these people? Why am I on a table? I'm not on a table, I'm in midair. I need to get up, I need to get out of here. I'm trying to push myself up but I can't, then suddenly I move a bit. Crap, he saw me. The creature puts his hand in the air and I flop back down as he grabs a needle off a counter. What's he doing with that thing? He shoved the needle into the center of my forehead. He's killing me. The creature shoved something up my nose. Why are the walls disappearing? Why am I in the sky? Why am I seeing my brother and his wife in bed sleeping? This can't be real. I don't believe any of it. They reply to me without talking. That's the problem with you, you don't believe, and that's one of the problems with your world. None of this is making any sense to me. I must be dreaming, I need to wake up. You're not dreaming, we're communicating with you. How is he talking to me? His lips aren't moving, I'm not talking, so how is he hearing me? You're thinking and we hear what you think, we think, and you hear what we think. I don't understand this at all. We speak all languages and communicate on all levels, you speak one language and communicate on only one level. We understand you at your level, but you have a difficult time understanding us because your brain can't rationalize the fact that we actually exist. We will communicate with you using your language so you'll understand the meaning of our visit. The time has come for you to fully understand our visits, and we will continue to input thoughts to you via a now stimulated pineal gland near your brain stem. You needed this gland activated in order for us to keep a channel open with you at all times. We know you're afraid, however you must realize we mean you no harm, you are one of us and it's your time in your world. People of your world believe in many different gods and have done so since the maturity of the human brain. Their beliefs are wrong and incorrect, as all of us have only one creator. This one creator isn't a man or a woman as most of your world believes, as it's both. It's everything you can think of, including man and woman and beyond. What you humans call the universal expanse is bound together by a force or power of nature. It's pure energy and matter, and collectively this force controls all that you see, hear, feel and experience. Without this bonding force of existence, all that you know of would cease to exist. We understand that you're angry, confused and scared, but please understand that we mean you no harm, as if we did you would simply cease to exist. This creating force has created living beings like you and us to tend to all things. At this time humans are intended to care for their world and are expected to do this in unity, much like a beehive. Humans are failing at this task and spend more time fighting and killing one another than they do with loving and caring about each other. Why are you telling me this? I'll never remember any of this. You will remember all of this because it's been embedded into a chip that we just installed in your head via the device that was placed up your sinus cavity. I asked, what am I supposed to do about it? They replied, you're to share this information with others in your world. We've sent others before you to share other information with your world, however they were never received very well. We must keep sending them until the message of peace and unity to all humanity is finally received and accepted. I thought, people would never believe me if I told them what's happening here. They replied, as time goes on and the fruit becomes ripe, they will eventually believe you. Let us ask you, back in what you consider the Old West days, what would a cowboy think if he saw one of the jets from your world flying above him? I replied, he'd probably think he had too much to drink or he was losing his mind. They asked, why would this cowboy think he was losing his mind? Because planes didn't exist back then, that's why. They transferred, but they exist now, so was he losing his mind or did he see a shift in your timeline? I replied, I can't answer that. Well, understand that we've been coming and going from this world before mankind existed, but yet none of you believe in us. We need you to understand that unless changes are made in your world, most of humanity will be extinguished. I asked, how? They will kill themselves off with hatred and fighting, and much of it stemming from Earth's religious beliefs and greed for money. Humanity is harming Earth, which is a living world, and most have no regards for the destruction they're causing. When it gets to be too much, we will intervene, as we won't allow the innocent to perish. When we intervene, it won't be pleasant and many will simply die from the fright of what they're witnessing. Why are you telling me all of this? What am I supposed to do about this? You're to warn people so they can change. I'm one man, I'd be useless and a laughing stock for even speaking out about this crap. You've got to be kidding. By the way, what are you anyway? We are the ones who've created all of you, you are us and we are you at different levels. They transferred, many of you will evolve to our level, but only the ones not responsible for all the destruction and actually know how to love one another. What happens when we evolve to your level? What is your level like? Are you talking about evolution? I asked. Yes, that's what you call it. They related. I began thinking about the evolutionary process and had always wanted to know what it was really like, so they replied, You wish to know about the evolutionary process, so we will tell you. First you'll all be transformed into bodies like ours, then afterwards you'll live forever with us and never die. You'll never feel pain again, go hungry, lose sleep, feel fear, be judged, feel sad, cry, get sick, need money, feel weak, feel unloved, be beaten, yelled at, never die, feel hate from others, get a sunburn, wear glasses, lose a tooth or have to brush them again. You'll never be woken up by an alarm clock, have a car problem, break a bone, be lied to, be itchy, have discomfort, be overweight or underweight, need a haircut or shave, need new clothing, be homeless, be stressed, be depressed, diseased, work a job you hate, feel lonely, hear another fight or argument, see an unwanted child, hear of a murder, hear of a rape, feel hot, feel cold, have an accident, and we could go on, but there's much more about human evolution we wish you to know. Please continue, I thought. They went on and said, in evolutionary utopia you will have never-ending life, love, understanding, honor, peace, tranquility, honesty, good health, shelter, friendliness, knowledge, happiness, laughter, excitement, joy, wonderfulness, compassion, caring, beauty, warmth, helpfulness, teamwork, a job or duty you love to do, a home you love to live in, a family you love to be with, a positive attitude in all things and accomplishment in all things you start. You see, when you're in utopia there will no longer be any evil existing, and we only love one another and do anything to help each other out. Nobody even has to ask for help, as we constantly read each other's pure thoughts of love and know if one needs help. Doors and windows are never closed and locked, as all true thoughts of love are welcome anywhere. Bad weather doesn't exist, as we only have beautiful, pleasant days without any darkness ever falling. Revelation 22:5. The heavenly stars shine bright all day long and they're visible from everywhere. We don't have pollution or smog like on Earth, and the environment is pristine. Our homes are mansions and we live wherever we want. We work when we want and do what it is we love to do. There's no money earned, as your payment is the reward of love. We eat from all the worlds which contain universal trees that keep us living forever. Revelation 22:15. I began thinking about my family and wondered if I'd be with them, so they replied, in utopia we're all the same tribe but yet different races. All of us understand this and feel the same way about each other, much like a person of Earth feel about their loved ones. I asked, what about sex? Do you have sex? No, they replied, as sex would only interfere with our true feelings of love that we have towards one another. On Earth, sex often complicates pure relationships. Being curious, I asked, so, how do you reproduce? They replied, we all reproduce, as we're not sexual beings as you would think. All of us are capable of solitary reproduction, meaning our systems produce without outside procreation involving another. Right as they informed me of this, another being appeared and it was holding a baby being, so they told me, this baby is your child from the future and it lives with us, as your world will never accept this child for what it is. Being in shock, I was speechless, with dozens of thoughts going through my head, with the primary one of what the F? Reading my thoughts, they replied, your body will undergo some changes, as you also have our reproductive process going on in your system. Our young will grow under your skin, but they can't be born and live in your world. The baby you're witnessing is yours from your future. What the hell are you talking about? I asked. You will try to raise this child and do all you can to get it to live, but we will take it from you. We took this child from you in your future and are showing it to you now. You will remember this event later in your life. What type of being is this child? I asked. They replied, it is part you, which you are part us also, as we implanted your mother's fetus in her womb with our genetics. This child you're witnessing here is part you but more of us, and it couldn't survive with what you were trying to do. Even if it did survive in your world, it would have been killed, as humans often kill what they don't understand. Being even more confused, I asked, So what you're telling me is there'll be other types of beings in Utopia? They replied, yes, there are other races but still all one tribe as one another. I'm becoming scared that they were going to take me away with them and became sad at the thought of leaving my family and began crying. He's not ready yet, I heard, send him back. The next thing I remembered was waking up in my bed. It was morning and I was very confused and frightened. There were many hours of missing time, and when I woke Susie was already up making breakfast with Nicole watching television.